Welcome to the Lady Goddess Crime Exposure channel. Don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe button on your way in. Don't forget to hit the bell at the top. That way you'll get notifications every time I go live and produce videos. Just waiting on a few people to come in. Just a few little things I want to talk about and discuss. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, those that's thinking about joining the panel. Right now, just chilling, waiting on a few people to come in. Hey, Gabrielle Young, what's good, little bro? What's been good with you? I got some things I want to get off my chest. Hey, Taya, what's good with you? What's good with you? How you been this evening? I know, right, Taya? It's been raining here all day. That shit got my bones aching like hell, and I'm sleepy as shit. But I promised my people, I promised y'all I was gonna do it live. So here I am. I'm probably not gonna be on here too long, and I will most likely be coming back with a part 2 to this video too. I've been working on some things, just trying to figure some things out. This video never. Lord Jesus. So how you guys been? Hope you guys been doing okay. I forgot what video. Today, y'all, if you guys want to take the time out here for a second and run over to the channel, I just put a video up not too long ago. I'm going to say about a couple of hours ago. It's about an 18-minute video. I want you guys to check that video out for me and tell me what y'all think. Because I got some things I want to discuss when you guys are done with that video. Because it's just a lot that's not, it's just not adding up right. And I just want to make sure it's, I'm not the only one tripping here. Because it's a lot that's just really, really, really not sitting right with that video. And I just want to make sure it ain't me. Hey, Mary. Now, my question is this. Now, if we going by what they're proclaiming, if we're gonna go by their narrative, I'm gonna say it like this: if we gonna use their narrative for a second. She walked in the freezer, right? So, if she walked in the freezer, allegedly, and they saying the last step she took was up those stairs, which would be the way that the beverage manager came in, allegedly. The way the alleged beverage manager came in would be the way Kenneka should have walked in. The alleged Kenneka manager. She should have walked through that same way. Why do they show her coming through the double doors? Because there's no way possible that if she came up those stairs, that she should have been coming from the opposite end of the kitchen. She should have been coming from, okay, this would be my left, this would be you all's right. Okay? My left, y'all right. So if we coming from this angle, which is on the camera, it looks like y'all right, my right, y'all left. Now, if this is the area by the stairs, why is she coming from this way towards the freezer? Let's make that make sense. Because that's not making sense to me. It's really, really, really not making sense to me. It's really not. No, actually, it's a video I just put up here on the channel. I'm going to say about an hour or two. I'm going to say about an hour or so ago. And, you know, it's just something. What all happened in this kitchen, in this area? Because notice when in that video, when the officers walk in. Now, notice the beverage manager first. He walks in and he has keys in his hand. What did you need keys for if she was allegedly found in this freezer? What did you need keys for? Because if you wouldn't unlock the freezer, that means the so-called alleged Kenneka was locked in there. She didn't just walk in there. Somebody put her in there and locked her in there. Now, this is something I came up with, and I want y'all to tell me if y'all feel like I'm reaching or not. Now, we know there's the alleged Kenneka walking the building in 3 different places at the same exact time. Now, tell me what y'all think about this. Do y'all feel like, because I honestly feel like they made it out to look like it was supposed to be her walking, and they're all are supposed to meet up in this one area. What do y'all think? Like all 3 of these lookalikes, because we know it's not her. Now, was it set up to the point where with all 3 of them walking at the same exact time, literally a minute behind each other? Was it supposed to be made to look like they all were supposed to meet up at the freezer at the same time? That's just something I'm throwing out there. But that's what I feel like. I feel like all these girls was made to walk that hallway for all of them to meet up in that freezer at the same time. Now, the question is, I figured something else out. Now, we know Tanasia played the alleged Kenneka getting off the elevator. Is that the reason why she just popped up on the ramp? Because we had nobody to put in her place at that time. So now we're going to make the computer, do the walking. We're going to make it look like a digital image. Because when she popped up on the ramp, how did she pop up on the ramp and then take off walking? We know it was a total glitch in the system. And what I mean by the system, we need the video footage, not the camera. It wasn't a glitch in the camera. The camera caught what they needed to catch. But now we got to edit the videos. We need 24 hours to edit these videos to make the narrative that Andrew Holmes put out there to begin with. He saw her walk in a freezer. So if that's the case, then how, just how is that making any type of sense? How is that? It's not making any type of sense. Like none at all. It's really not making not any type of sense. If she came up these stairs, if she walked, first off, how she even walk up the stairs? Second off, is that the actual kitchen that she was really found in? Let's really make it make sense. Come on now, we all know at her, the way she was inebriated walking through this hallway allegedly. How did she make it upstairs? Or did anybody even pay attention to how the 1 minute the girl stumbling, then she walking straight, walking perfectly fine, like somebody whispered in her ear, like you forgot to walk drunk again. You fucking up. Could that be the reason why they pulled over in the corner? You ain't playing it off enough. I mean, because let's make it make sense. When they show her walking in this kitchen, y'all notice they show her, the video starts literally with her getting off the elevator. And they're going to keep making it seem like the ramp is so far away. But it's literally a couple of feet. Not even a couple of feet, a couple of inches maybe. I'm going to say 20, 30 inches from the elevator. But she gets off the elevator, she walks. She disappears. The ramp, again, is right there. This is the elevator. This is the ramp. You get off the elevator. Bam. There's the ramp. But notice, hey, Reese, notice she didn't walk to the ramp. They show her getting off the elevator. She get past the camera. Bam. Everything goes clear. And then she just, bam, pop up on the ramp. Everybody else walking past. She pop up. But they killing me with the around the corner scene action when there really isn't no around the corner scene action. Just like in this kitchen. You know, everybody kept saying the cops was focused on this area over here, which is my right, y'all left. There's no doorway. There's no passageway. There's no way to get over there. That's just a plain corner. And ain't no secret door or nothing over there. You can't see nothing. We also need to find out who the female is that walked in that kitchen, you know, while the officers, before the officers, it was either before the officers or after the officers left. I know that's right, Taya. It's been like that here too. You get a couple of warm days, then it's raining, then it's snowing, then it's cold. Yeah, and this shit is, I'm under the weather myself, but I promise my people that I'll be, you know, on live tonight. But, you know, again, when it's all said and done, you know, they make it out to look like one thing and it's something else. You know what, Reese? I want to know that too, Because people out here trying to say that's the real Kenneka, and that's not. That is not her. First off, that person's feet was too long. Her hair was not like that. And I'm just trying to figure out how she in the lobby leaving out the lobby. And this is around the time everybody just getting there. By this time, she already supposed to be drunk. Oh, Mary, I'm sorry. Yeah, this weather is really messing us up, boy. It's really, really, really taking a toll. It really is. And that's another reason I had to come on here too. I gotta check on my people. I gotta make sure y'all good. Okay, Taya, it's the footage. If you look on my channel, I think the video that I put up, I think I put it up. If not, I will put it up. It's the picture of her allegedly walking into the building through the revolving door. And she's standing there. She got two little puff balls and her hair is hanging in the back. You really don't see her face because it's really blurry. So that's why I'm trying to figure out how this particular person can say, oh, that's her, when you really don't see a face. So you really can't determine that this is her. Well, first off, we know it's not her because the real Kenneka is not walking around the building. Again, Tenacious Watch read 12:55, which would be 11:55. Okay, so and we're gonna take it back another hour, which would really be 10:55. So now, how is she upstairs being drugged in a room at 12:55, coming in? Yeah, two ponytails, Taya, and then you got the alleged one walking in the building at 1:13, and now we got her in the lobby walking out with a nigga. But so if that is the case, I'm gonna ask this question again: how? Just how are she in all these places, first off, at one time, but upstairs all in the room? So if that's all that's taking place and she didn't ended up leaving the building, so they claim, how did she end up back in the freezer? Man. Okay, Taya. It's just, you gotta come in this case, and I say this all the time. You gotta have an open mind. You definitely have to have an open mind when it comes to this case. Because if you don't, you'll be lost. You gotta really look at this shit with and I've been going back over this case with a fine-tooth comb. Where am I now? I'm in the kitchen. Yeah, they show them taking pictures and all of this here, but you don't. Where's the caution tape? Where's the fingerprint analysis? Where's the crime scene investigator? Where's any of that at? And again, just when do we let the parents at the scene of the crime view a body? I watched the first 48 here the other day, and I seen a couple. The officer was out there. Guy got killed, young man. The parents was out there. Dad out there snapping out. Imagine they couldn't tell them nothing because they hadn't had anything confirmed yet. But, they found the ID and they had to pull them over to the side. Did they let them ID the body? No. They showed an ID and confirmed it. But did they let them walk up and unzip the bag and look and touch and feel? No. So I'm trying to figure out throughout all this, how was that able to happen for Teresa Martin? But did y'all not notice how her and Lenore stood there and just looked at the body from a distance? This your daughter, allegedly. The reason why she stood back so far is because she knew that wasn't her child. Y'all don't notice Lenore said, "Ooh, Ma, look at her. She looked like she fought for her life." How would you know she fought for her life? That person on the gurney fought for her life. Yeah, that's true. Well, actually, Reese, they took maybe 2 hours and turned it into 36 hours. 72 hours, to be honest. It's actually 72 hours of footage, not 36. But, I'm going to let people keep thinking what they want to think. There's way more to this than we expect. We only going to see what they allowed us to see. And that's as far as they're going to take it. We can't go no further because they're not going to release everything else. Nothing else is to be released. If you ain't going on the dark web to get it, ain't nothing else to really find. But see, when it was out there, yeah, Reese, they really stretched it. They stretched it tremendously to 72 hours of footage over something that happened in the course of a couple of hours. Hey, Bran. Excuse me, y'all. I'm a little under the weather. Oh, this cold is kicking my ass. Surprised I ain't started sneezing yet. But again, everything that she went through that night, they drug her through all aspects of that hotel. The hotel and stuff is not as big as people make it. Tonight, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to put it together. I'm going to put together the actual layout. Fuck the map. We ain't going to do the map. This ain't Dora the Explorer. I'm going to put the map together. And I'm going to kind of try to put people in the places that they really supposed to be. Even in that room. And we're going to have to separate the rooms. Because everybody, first off, you all and I all both know them rooms are not big enough to fit 30 to 40, 60 people in it. Oh, Brian, you too? That's this weather. They playing. They is really playing. Hey, I can't complain. I'm here. I am still here, and that is a blessing. But I mean, the video that I put up today, again, this corner, they claim the cameras wasn't working and this and that. Gabrielle Young, because I got her on punishment. I got Rachel. Rachel got put on punishment last time. Hey, Brandy. Oh, thank you. I try my best. And I try my best, Brandy. I swear I do. I mean, but let's just be adamant here. The video that I put up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab my phone here. And I'm gonna do it this way. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, thank you, Brandy. You guys are you're tremendously welcome. I mean, if they saying y'all, okay, damn, there's something in this cup. I'm gonna just say, let me see. I'm trying to find something to use. You know what? I'm gonna use my headphones. These the stairs. Now, you gotta walk up these. Mind y'all, these stairs is deep. Okay. She has an alcohol level, allegedly, of 0.112, way above the legal limit. Okay. So we watched her stumble through the hallways. Imagine there was multiple places for her to sit, catch a breather. But don't look like she had that time, because when you really look at the video, kind of something on my roof. It kind of looked like she running from somebody. Now, if people don't see between the glitches where it looked like it's 4 feet walking down the hallway, or you can see a big blurred blotch behind her, and it looked like something's holding her, Because let's be adamant, y'all. How is she walking down the hallway with her eyes closed? Let's make that part make sense. They showed two different portions of her walking down this hallway with her eyes closed. How? She got ESP. Her brain telling her, don't hit the corner, turn left. What, she got a GPS in her head? I mean, come on, let's just be, if she walked up them stairs, we know those stairs lead into a kitchen. Okay? That's the area where the beverage manager came from. Okay? He came from around that little corner. Straight on. Notice y'all, he walked around the wall. He ain't go the way Kenneka, the alleged Kenneka, when he went around the wall. What was the purpose of walking around the wall? You didn't want us to see the keys that you was pulling out your pocket that we already seen in your hand to begin with when you walked in. Everybody thought it was a plastic bag. Oh, he walking out with organs. No, he had the keys in his hand on the first go round. See, y'all got to remember, the first time he went in there, that was the second time. He already knew she was in there. Y'all remember he went in there with the little sandwich bag. And he went in with it empty and came out with it full, and it was nice and red. Oh, yeah, they definitely gang affiliated. Oh, of course. See, when it comes to, people ask the question, and even I had asked this question. You had at least 3 different ops. You had the Vice Lords, whether they was Travelers, Chester Mob, Goody Mob. Then you had the BDs. You had the GDs. And then you had the Mexican cartel. Okay? And they don't tell them what other gangs. When it comes to mutual aspects, that's when they get along. Kenneka was the mutual aspect that night. So they all got along for that one reason. And it wasn't even so much that she was going to snitch, Reese. She witnessed the murder. That right there to me was the big hunch of them all. See, the week that she died, the following week, not only was she supposed to start a new job, she was also supposed to testify against Ty Rowling in the murder of Andrew Holmes's daughter at the same liquor store that she was drugged and beat at, if I'm not mistaken. Now, she went back and she talked. But who did she talk to? Her so-called best friend. Who was that? Monifa. Monifa went back and told the boys. She went and told the guys, like, that moved her up in the ranks or something. Like, where's the friendship in that? Where does any of this really make sense? Period. Where does any of it make sense? Where does any of it make sense? None of it makes sense. I'm trying to figure out how she walked up these stairs but came through the wooden doors. If those wooden doors were locked, mind you, and it has a latch on it, how? Just how? Who left the door open for her to get in? Why didn't the beverage manager come through the same way she walked? That's the question I have. Why they don't Why we don't get that? It's just a lot of stuff that really don't make sense on this case. Then you got to mention, not to mention, the people she dated. No matter if they was in different gangs, they was changing, flipping her, as they call it, to different gangs and shit. We all know that's a no. So they go hit number two. Then she was supposed to do a drop for Rico and didn't do that, and he never got the drugs or the money back. So they go hit number three. Not to mention, you got to go back 20 years because a lot of this don't just stem from her. This stems from a lot of family brawls, family beefs. That's right here. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. But yeah, you got to go back and you got to look at the beefs that started with the family 20 years ago. You got to look at people like James Coleman and Carl Nesbitt and Big Chuck Dorsey, Teresa Martin. They all ran in one little clique together. See, before the crazy crew came along, everybody was Gangster Disciple. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hello. Don't you say that's some Amazon? Some who? Amazon. Yeah. I think that she too little for that. Okay. All right. Let me. I put it on the cute. Yeah, on the cotton ball. Grab some Q. Yeah, it'd probably be better to do it with some Q-tips. That way, because she ain't gonna let us do it no other way. So bring some Q-tips home, and I'll do it. Y'all don't. You said what now? 170 for 349, 375 for 299. We just can't close the damn thing back. Well, just get whatever you can. Hey, I'm going to tell somebody right now, and I'm bringing Q-tips. Okay. 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 All right. All right. But anyway, y'all, I'm back. Sorry about that. But these videos, when it comes to these videos, you got to be able to depict. So you got to remember the Rosemont Police Department gave up the fact that it was a reenactment. It was their idea. They put that out there. So why do people keep talking about? So why do they keep saying this is a reenactment? Because the officers is the one who wanted it reenacted. So they, as they tell it, so they can figure out what really happened. But basically, it wasn't to show or what they thought happened. It's actually what happened. Just minus the real person being there. Not alive anyway. See, we got to make it look like she's in that building alive, and she's not in that building alive. Zach been messing around with that girl since she was 12. She told that man she didn't want to be with him. He got mad. He played out of turn. This is how all of this got jumbled up and confused, because he played out of turn. He pulled the slot machine when it wasn't his turn. So now that's consequences to pay. That's consequences he got to deal with, or he had to deal with. Even though, problem got solved, my thing is, once they did all that, why not just, do whatever it is y'all was going to do? But instead, she got incinerated that day. She was literally cremated. There's a crematorium right up under the hospital. Right under the hotel, just as well as there was a hospital setting as well. A lot of these pictures that y'all think y'all looking at, y'all keep thinking it's the hallway, and y'all keep thinking it's the room. It's not. It's nowhere near. It's layers and layers of photos to make it look like y'all still in the room, or make y'all feel like we still in the hallway. The photo of Monifa touching the doorknob, that's not to the pool area. It's not the pool area door. It's the freezer door. Hi, young man.
Big hug. Did you pick him bad record dudes?
From the moment, let's just really break it down. When she had to go pray to her God. Again, I've said this once and I've always said this. I guess God was Facebook Live, because that's the first thing she went and did, was got on Facebook Live. So, yes, baby.
Taquito. Taquito.
You want Encanto? Huh?
Yes.
He said taquito.
Taquito.
It's not taquito. It's Encanto.
Pick what the research. Pick what the research.
No, you said Encanto.
Pick what the research.
This little boy. Give me a sec, yeah. I'm rewinding cartoons. Oh, I would love that. You see, I'm gonna have to come visit. I'm gonna have to come visit the New York area. I don't get out much. I'm a homebody. I am definitely a homebody. But I might have to take you up on that offer, Reese. I might definitely have to take you up on that offer. But if people really paid attention, the police was there long before they even found her body. They knew what spots to be in, exactly where to be in, and how long to wait. Y'all notice they claimed to have found notice how long it took them to basically, how can I say this? It's like they knew the exact moment, the exact time to discover her body.
Oh, Daddy.
You good, little one?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, CJ always into everything. But CJ say hey. Everybody say hey. Say hey. He waving back, y'all, with a mouthful of juice. If you really pay attention, if you go back in the hallway area, I'm trying to see if you guys remember the footage where the officers were standing in the hallway like they were waiting on the cue. You had one out there doing like he was on the runway somewhere. Stop. No, it's broken. It's broken. You're gonna end up hurting yourself. This little boy just don't listen to nothing. Like, you had officers on this side of the building. Do you know what I didn't understand? So the beverage manager, right? We see him come out. He's swinging the keys. He came in one way, and he left out another way. Y'all notice he didn't go out to go get the officer the same way he came in. He went out through the brown door. He come back, and he got this one officer here. Notice how fast he got back with the officer. Where did that officer come from so quickly? Even though I know we in Rosemont, this is one big, humongous area, but it still take them a few minutes to get there. So I'm trying to figure out what. Go get a pull up. Go get a pull up out of mommy room. Go ahead. Go get a pull up. So he come back with this officer awfully quickly. He turned on the flashlight, I noticed. What did you need to cut the flashlight on for? If the lights was allegedly on already. Go get a pull up, son. So they do all of this. He come back with this officer. Then that officer come back with a couple of more officers. I want you guys to just pay attention to that video footage that I put up earlier today. It's like, if you don't see the BS, like, come on, since when we need that many officers in one kitchen? And imagine this is a crime scene area, a whole crime scene area. Not to mention, they left one of the tools that they use to remove the organs on the countertop, but they blend it in with the countertop to make it look like a color. See, if you're not paying attention, shit just fly right by you. I look at everything. I'll pause it. Go get a pull up. Go get a pull up. Go get a pull up. Go get a pull up, sir. Go get a pull up. Go get a pull up. Go ahead. Go get a pull up. Got to stay on his little bitty behind. He can turn 3 now. He think he just can do what he want to do. But anyway, even in that, did anybody notice? This is something else I want people to notice. The kitchen areas. Anybody notice that those are 2 different kitchens? The area that they walked Teresa in, this is no area. Where did any of them officers come in that area at? It wasn't no other kitchen nowhere back there. Now, you got one area of the kitchen, they show her walking in from about a metal table, right? Y'all remember that part? That's a whole different kitchen. That kitchen is on the main level. So how is it that the officers are bringing Teresa in through that same kitchen, knowing that's not the kitchen? So see, this is what they fucked up at. That's what they really fucked up at. But then we gonna jump the video footage and make Teresa and Lenore be right there in the upper level kitchen. Make that make sense. See, I'm gonna pull that footage. I'm gonna find that footage and put it up too. Cause she came through two different kitchens. You got one Kenneka coming through that same kitchen. You got another Kenneka on the upper level kitchen. Make it make sense. Let's really make it make sense. Again, my question is, did they have it where it looked like all three of these different people that's playing her is walking this hallway to end up in the same place? Brad, you know what? That right there. I'm still trying to figure out why she ran out of the conference room. Because, everybody made it seem like she ran from that. She had just seen her daughter. She didn't see her daughter because that's the conference room hallway. They ain't got the body presented in the conference room. So why did she run out? And then notice the time. So your pull-ups is in mommy's room. They in mommy's room. They're in mommy's room. They're not over there no more. They in mommy's room. Mommy came and got her. Wow. And that's funny. It's funny, Teresa run out the conference room and then Lenore running out right behind her. What did y'all see? Because what could y'all possibly see in why was you, and I like how, Teresa put the black jacket on, to cover things up like she had just got there when she had on the same shirt that she had on upstairs a couple of hours before that. And then we're going to make it look like we found the body on the 10th when it was actually the 9th that they allegedly found the body on. At 11:48 p.m. But we're going to make it on camera. On camera, we're going to make it look like, she was found in wee hours of the morning. That's how we're going to make it look. You feel me? It's just so much. And I've said it time and time again. It's a lot more to this case than people think. Man, girl, her face morphed into a whole creature. Whatever she saw, it scared the bejesus out of her. Or was that the role that they paid her to play? She got paid to play. No, not that one. That's not no good. But go in there and tell Daddy give you a pull up. She morphed into something that she ain't never seen in a day in her life. Whatever they showed her, honey, it sent her running. But then she ran. Where did she run to after that? Because she would end up the way she took off running. She should have been running. Wait. Oh. So that's when we gonna make it look like we just seen her. That's when she ran out the building and she went and jumped on Facebook real quick. It was like, my daughter's dead. My fucking daughter's dead. Now, mind you, y'all, you better not be standing there pooping. Give me a second, y'all, because I'm about to be the kid in 2 seconds. It's this little boy. This little boy. Hold on, you can get it. You don't hold. Don't hold. Don't hold. You can get it. Come here. That kid ain't gonna get a pull up. Kid ain't gonna get a pull up. Do it right there in the middle of the floor and just shit. Get your butt in the bed when you go. Get a pull up. Hey y'all, I'm back. My grandson decided that he wanted to shit on the floor. Come here, little boy. I ain't playing with you. Come here. Come here. Come on, put your foot in. Then go get in the bed. Go. 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 Get your car. No, we're not watching TV now. You grounded. It's time to go to bed. Go get in the bed. Go in there and watch. You want to watch TV? Go in there and watch TV with Zola. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm bad. I am back. No, Taya, he told me that after he did it. Go watch TV. Go in there and watch TV with Zola. See, he trying to stay in here because he know if he go in there, he finna get in trouble. So he trying to use me as his safe haven. No, I'm not doing that. I am not being the safe haven today. I'm always the safe haven. They run right in here because they know they're not going to get in trouble when they run in here. But anyway, y'all, back to what I was saying. Again, and it's just some notes that I took, from my surveillance. I don't want people thinking, oh, she said such and such. No. These are my thoughts. my notes and what I feel. Now, again, at 0:23:57, 0:23 would be 12:37 a.m. The alleged beverage manager enters the upper kitchen at 23:57. He enters at this time, which is actually, again, 11:57 p.m. Why did he enter from the left angle of the room? Which, again, y'all right, my left. What you say, Taya? CJ for president? He ain't gonna make it to be president. He keep doing these little crazy things. But anyway, I want to know, why didn't he enter? Hey, Tony, how you doing? Basically 11:27 p.m. Now, if Kenneka came up those same stairs that he entered from, hey, Mario, how you doing? Peace and blessings to you as well. If the beverage manager entered that way, shouldn't that have been the same way again? The same way the alleged Kenneka should have entered? If she came up those stairs, that's the way they saying she came at last. She entered those stairs, that stairwell, coming up those stairs that landed her in the kitchen. Now, if that's the case, then why is she coming from a whole different side of the kitchen? The way they showed her walking in is allegedly supposed to be about the brown wooden door. Go watch TV and that was Sissy. If that's the case, oh, I'm good, Tony. How are you? I mean, let's just be adamant here. They fucked up big time and don't even realize they fucked up. Probably don't even care that they fucked up. If she came up those stairs, how was she entering through the wooden door? How is Teresa being presented in that whole nother kitchen? Y'all ain't gonna tell me that kitchen is a part of that kitchen. That's bullshit. That's total bullshit. Whole total complete bullshit. Mind you, over in that area where that doorway is, that would actually be the doorway. Remember when they showed the walkthrough and he went up those stairs and the guy was coming out the room? That would be the kitchen area. So y'all telling me she walked up all them steep ass stairs, and it was quite a bit, but there wasn't like 10 stairs. There was quite a few stairs. So she managed to walk straight, but she stumbled through the hallways on flat surface. But she walked straight up them flight of stairs, but came in through the wooden door instead of coming from the way Manning came, which is the assistant beverage manager. Shouldn't they have came from the same place, same area, same walkway? And then when he came in, why did he walk around the wall instead of walking the same way the alleged Kenneka walked? I need that part, somebody to really make that make sense for me. Now, again, why didn't he enter from the same entrance the alleged Kenneka walked through, the wooden doors? But let's just be real significant here. You got to pay attention to the kitchen. They showing two different kitchens, y'all. They trying to confuse the hell out of us. And they got a lot of people confused. But those are two different kitchens. Look at them tables. You ain't going to tell me that's on the other side of the kitchen. We already know what's on the other side of that kitchen. That's where that door is. Ain't nothing over in that space. The table and stuff is right there. The freezer is a few feet behind. This area is much bigger than y'all think it is. But the question I have is, what's behind that door in that freezer? When you walk towards that freezer, what room is that right there? Exactly, Tony. She would have fell dead flat on her. I'm gonna be honest with you. If she would have walked up them stairs like they claiming she would have, honey, she'd have fell backwards. She was too inebriated. She couldn't even collect herself to walk straight. So she would have failed all, and she would have broke her neck. She would have definitely broke her neck. But just walking up those stairs into a kitchen, come on, she walked upstairs. So this is the part that's blowing me. The upper level kitchen. Exactly what floor is it on? Because if y'all saying upper level kitchen, so she came from the 9th floor, went all the way down to the lower level to come all the way back upstairs to end up in the upper level kitchen. Don't make sense. 2 different kitchens, 2 different freezers, 2 different bodies in the freezer. Now remember the video, 54 Keys has a video that shows a guy, that shows an image, I'm going to say, where it looks like somebody in a white shirt with black pants on is choking someone down on their knees. Just so happens to fit the description of the so-called beverage manager in a different portion of a kitchen. They're in the kitchen where the ice cooler is, which is the same kitchen that they alleged one of the Kennekas walked through in the first place. So she walked into that kitchen, and they claim she walked straight to the freezer from that particular kitchen. You know, when you come past that little office right there that's sitting in the kitchen, where's that office at in the upper kitchen? Nowhere. It's a whole different office. And y'all not going to tell us that's from a different angle, because that's bull. The wooden door, come on, man. Exactly, Tony. You can cut through the visibility bar. Yeah, there's a portion. Now, that visibility bar would be the restaurant called the Firehouse Restaurant. That's the dock area. That is the area where they had to have been coming in at, which was through the Firehouse Restaurant. The visibility bar, all that's right there. All of that is right there in one single line. The visibility bar, the what's the other one? Where they had the little laptop station at, which is a bar area as well. And then you have the conference hallway. You got the ramp area, the conference hallway, and then you have those 3 areas. The conference hallway, you have the elevator area, you got the bar, the area that she first walked in when she allegedly came in the building. That's hallway number 1. The conference hallway is hallway number 2. Then we have the kitchen area. These are all 3 places that allegedly she walked in. These are all 3 areas where there allegedly she walked. We know she was seen walking down the ramp hallway. That's basically getting off the elevator, which led back out. Let me really break it down. That basically led her right back out into the lobby, people. So if she was seen in the lobby and people were saying she was seen in the lobby, yeah, true enough, it wasn't the real Kenneka, but the alleged Kenneka was seen in the lobby every time they sent her down the hallway. That's why they had to figure out another route. Yeah, they probably changed the name of it now. It used to be called the Firehouse. I don't know what the name of it is called now. But yeah, that too. All these doors, come on, how many freezers did she pass? She passed numerous freezers. Numerous. Why go all the way down to the lower level when she could have just stepped out on the balcony? Or they could have cut the air on in the room. Let's really make it make sense, people. Because right now, it's not making no sense at all. None. Not none. Not a damn bit. None of it is making sense. They did a piss po rush job. And I'm going to just say that. I'm going to get to put up the videos of Teresa on the porch saying she going to be rich. We going to find a 911 call. We going to place that back up. I'm going to play it in reverse. And we going to get down to the bottom of things. We definitely going to get down to the bottom of things. Again, if she's walking on the main level, or should I say stumbling through the conference hallway, how in the blue devil did she end up stumbling to the upper level kitchen? The area the beverage manager came in, isn't that supposed to be the stairwell that the alleged Kenneka walked up with her blood alcohol level of 0.112? She stumbled down the hallways, but walked perfectly up a flight of stairs. With the alcohol level unbalanced, the alcohol level is 0.112, she's completely unbalanced. And I mean beyond unbalanced. And that's it. And then she just end up in the freezer. And then it's the hypothermia thing for me. It's the she died of hypothermia. I'm gonna ask this here one question, and I'm gonna ask it again. When these mountain climbers go up on these rocky mountains with all this snow, do y'all, when they find their bodies, do they find them naked? No, they don't, because I don't think they come out their clothes. They gonna freeze much faster. Hypothermia gonna set in within 5 minutes. But then she died of hypothermia, but ain't no sign of the freezer being on. But what, a couple of little pieces of ice that's hanging from condensation. It's the dry ice on the floor for me. So let me guess. Y'all threw a couple of pieces of ice on there to make it look like she really froze to death. But yet, if her body was frozen like they said she was, why wasn't her body white? Why wasn't pieces of ice hanging from her body like it was hanging from that fan? How was they able to stretch her out on that stretcher? Again, I want y'all to just pay attention to the video. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Exactly, Taya. Let's just make all this make sense. See, you got to really go in with a strong mind when it comes to this case. You got to be able to stomach it. Oh, Teresa said black ice. Teresa got issues. It was the little pieces of blocks of dry ice for me. So we're gonna really make it look like this girl was frozen. Go tell them, and then you want to watch Mickey and the Roast the Racers. You gotta wait a second because Gigi live in here, okay? CJ, go in there and watch TV with your sister. And get out your nose.
Where is her?
Well, a lot happened in the room, Tony. But see, majority of everything really happened in the back of Irene's car when it came to Kenneka. When they brought her body in, they brought her body in a bin. Again, all of this was planned 2 years in advance. Literally 2 years in advance. Again, that guy said, Kenneka Jenkins gonna die in 2 years. Don't believe me, just watch. And it came out to be true. Exactly, Taya. Now, according to this video clip, the alleged beverage manager came in from, I would say, the east side of the kitchen, from the angle that I'm sitting in looking at the video.
Can I get some?
CJ, no, because it's bedtime.
Bedtime?
Yes, bedtime.
Bedtime.
If she walked up those stairs, how could she have possibly come through the wooden doors? Again, let's make it make sense. Why did the alleged beverage manager come in from the east of the kitchen? Why did he walk around that wall? And he used a key to unlock the freezer. Why? Uh-huh. It's just like, now, I always ask myself, how would she be able to lock herself in this freezer herself? How could she allegedly lock the freezer from the outside when she's on the inside? Now, don't get me wrong. In some cases, depending on the make and model of the freezer, you can lock yourself in a freezer. I'm a living witness. I used to work at a restaurant, and I got the freezer closed behind me, and I got locked in. It wasn't a little white button that I could push at that time. I had to be let out. Hey, Nix, I had to be let out from the outside. Exactly, Taya. Now, how and why is he using keys when all he had to do was pull the lever? The reason why he had to use keys is because they had a lock on the freezer. So we got to take the lock off. Now, did you keep the lock off when you went and got the officer? Or did you come back and take the lock off when you went and got him? Because I'm still trying to figure out how that officer got there so fast. If you just went and told these people you found her body, how did the officers get there so fast? I need somebody to break that down for me. I mean, it's a lot to just... You know what, Tony? You right. You right, Taya. You definitely right. I wouldn't be surprised, Shannon. We know Monifa had a set of keys because that's what she was placing back up on the counter when she went to the front counter. It's just a lot.
Courage.
It's just, crazy how they really did. CJ, come on now. Go in there and go lay down. Get your cars and go in there and go play. Get your cars. I don't know where your car's at. You just had them out there. Go look out there.
At the harbor, at the
Hey, Linda. I mean, that's a good question, Taya. Because who's to say that van wasn't used or that truck wasn't used to transport them people? You know what I'm saying? Well, Tony, they claim, and we know it wasn't all. It definitely wasn't for no blunts because she ain't come back with nothing in her hand. Neither one of them did. Now, word on the street was Irene went out to snatch up somebody and they gave her a run for her money. That's why she came back with a hair all over her head. So now we're going to play switcheroo. But notice that's on the 9th. Exactly, Taya. And, again, how did the alleged beverage manager know to go to that specific freezer? How did he know she was in this specific freezer? How did he come back coincidentally with an officer? Where did this officer come from? Now, they claimed she had been walking this hotel for over an hour. So in over an hour, none of y'all cameras, but a selective few. Now, mind you, when she get off this elevator, y'all, when you look to the right, that's the gift shop. The gift shop has 4 cameras in it. So everywhere she went, she was being seen. They were watching, even from the police department. So they knew exactly when to jump in the queue. They knew exactly what to do, when to do, and how to do it. Why? Because it had all been planned out. But now the plan got a little disrupted. Why? Because Zach decided to do his own thing. Now let's make it make sense. Again, Tanasia's watch reads 12:55. Now at 12:55, the alleged Kenneka is supposed to be up there in the room getting drugged at this time. But at 1:13 a.m., she's seen walking through the door with the so-called alleged friends. Make it make sense. There you got her 3 different places at the same exact time, literally a minute behind each other. That's 3 different people playing her. Again, was it meant for these 3 different people? Because these 3 different people didn't make it back. Tanasia, do you want to know why Kenneka popped up on the ramp? And this is just my opinion. She popped up on that ramp because now we got to take Tanasia out of queue. We got to take her out of queue and we got to put somebody else in her place now. So now you got these 3 girls that's confused, they scared, they drugged up, they don't know what's happening to them, they just trying to find a way out, but it was all meant for them to be led to a freezer. What freezer? We don't exactly know, but I'm going to tell you this here. I honestly believe it was the freezer on the main level. But we're going to go do our dirt in the upper level kitchen. Come on, look at that kitchen, y'all. Did that look like a kitchen that was operatable? Do it look like they even had somewhere to store anything at in that kitchen? No. Nowhere. It was empty in there. And he is out like a light. That kitchen was empty as hell. So I'm going to ask again, what was the purpose? Why? Why lie? If it was an accident, Linda Williams alive? No. She was there, but she was never alive. I swear, I wish I knew how to put this video out without getting my channel taken. Exactly, Tony. Why would you even go into an empty kitchen, period? There's supposed to be no access to this kitchen. This kitchen is supposed to be locked. So how does she just so happen to wander into this kitchen? I got the video in reverse, and I'm finna figure out how to play it in slow motion so we can really see. Exactly, Shannon. Like a whole complete chop shop. Because that's not the original freezer she was found in. But that's the freezer we gonna place her in. Kenneka Jenkins never made it to a freezer. Kenneka Jenkins' body made it to the freezer when it was time to cut her up. Once they took her back downstairs, it's time for action now. So we're gonna put her on ice for a minute. Gotta keep the organs intact, you know what I'm saying? Because they got a time slot. They got so many minutes. Notice I said minutes, not hours, minutes to get them organs out. Go do the research on it. I wouldn't sit here and lie to y'all. I take my research real serious. There's a whole hospital and a crematorium. There's a whole hospital and a whole crematorium under that hotel. There's a tunnel that leads right to it. Rosemont is nothing but a big old circle. It's a big old circle. It don't make no sense. That's a good question, Taya. Brian. That's definitely a good question. Taya, say it again. People don't know Kenneka was cremated right there at that crematorium. They did the paperwork themselves. Ain't no plot for her. There'll never be a headstone for her. She became ashes. Teresa knew this. They all knew it. They all was a part of it. They watched it. See, again, a lot of this footage you got to pay attention to because a lot of this footage is telling you what happened on the 6th. They just reenacting it for you. But we caught them bodies on the 6th, and some of the video footage is from the 6th and a combination of the 9th. The videos on the 9th tells you what happened to the lookalikes, but at the same time showing you what happened to Kenneka. Those are two different bodies in that freezer. Y'all don't pay attention to that. Y'all don't notice the body laying down is much bigger than the body sitting up. And both of the bodies are long as hell. Like she could barely fit on the floor. The way they balled up. What I'm trying to get is the position that she's laying in on the floor. You got her cooped up in the corner, but her feet halfway by the freezer door. So when you open it, her feet just hang out. Come on, man. Yeah, it's all on the 6th. All that shit is on the 6th. The videos in the backseat of the car is on the 6th. That shit ain't in March. Stop letting these goofy ass people send y'all off. That shit is not on the fucking on the 17th of March, on fucking March, whatever date that was. That is not March 2017. That is motherfucking September 2017. And in that video, that is the last time you see her. That is also edited video footage. The real Kenneka is dead in the back seat of that car. Y'all don't notice she had on a black Adidas tracksuit in the backseat of that car with them glasses on? Y'all don't notice her eyeballs looking straight ahead? like she seen a ghost. But y'all don't notice how Shakira Garrett or whatever her name was, they all back there posing and taking pictures with a deceased body in the back seat. The real Kenneka stood 5 feet 7 inches. Tall, not slim, but slender. She had a nice little build to her. How you know it's not the real Kenneka? Because come on, y'all, look at the so-called deceased pictures. Where is the I want to know. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hello. Who, me? Bring some Q-tips home. I didn't tell you to do no when you're home. Yeah, just call me, let me know when you, so I can be looking out the window for you. All right. Okay. All right. Now, exactly, Taya. Now, let's go back to that, Taya. Because, see, that female that you was looking at was Kenneka's dead body. And 9 times out of 10, that ugly black ass nigga was probably Zach. Could have been Carl Nesbitt. Could have been James Coleman. Could have been any of them. Because they all took a turn with her deceased body. There's a picture of them also. I have the video. So I know it's not a lie. I got the video proof. I just can't show it on YouTube. A lot of people want this video. That's a video I can't give up for free. Oh, I can imagine, Tanya. I wouldn't put none past none of these people. None of them. I mean, come on, look, you see we have fake security guards. Come on, since when security guards running to get towels and sheets and pillows and shit? That's not their job. You know, Franz Cave was real busy that night. He was real busy. He was everywhere. I like the part where he came out pulling his pants up, straightening his clothes out like he just came from fucking out of one of the rooms. My thing is, if nobody was allowed down the conference room hallway, why was Monifa and them all seen walking down that hallway? Yeah, Tony, they had them playing housekeeping. But the whole purpose of the housekeeping was because Kenneka then came in the building now. We need towels. Why? Because she's already bleeding all over the place. But see, if everybody get out the hallway, and explore and really look around, like the guy Lil Meat. Stop thinking he was innocent, because that's the person that's pushing the housekeeping buggy. Or better yet, let's talk about the medical examiner that's pushing the cart around with the towels on it, but also has an organ machine in her hand. No, she wasn't that thick. She had a nice little shape on, a pretty young girl, but she wasn't thick like that. She didn't have a BBL. Let's just put it that way. BBLs wasn't even in existence yet. You know, so again, how you can tell, I just want y'all to look at the person, and I'm gonna find that picture too. The picture of the casket. You want to know how you looking at the fake Kenneka? Look for the mark on the side of her face. She had a tattoo right here. She had not a tattoo, a piercing. There was a piercing right there. Now, when you take that piercing out, correct me if I'm wrong, You have a little, what you call, I call it an abrasion mark. From where the hole closes, you get the little knot right there. Now, I had my tongue pierced before. I let my hole close. So under my tongue, exactly, Taya. Now under my tongue, I don't know if y'all can really see it, but I have right about there where I just had my finger at. That's where my tongue was pierced at. There's a little knot right up under my tongue. I can reopen the hole if I choose to, which means she would have had that same abrasion mark right here on the side of her face. Y'all notice nobody never seen that mark. Now they claim, yeah, she did, Taya. Yeah, a mark. It would have been a mark left there. Where's that mark? No one has shown that mark yet. Why? Because you're not going to see it. Yeah, it would have been a mark. No, I was saying the knot under my tongue. That's where the knot came from, because I had my tongue pierced. So when you let your hole close, it's like a little knot up under there. It's like a little ball, but it's not really that thick and it don't hurt. But I can reopen it. But the fact that she had a piercing right there, where is that mark? Exactly, Shane. Once it closes up, you get that little mark right there. Hello. Yeah. You there? Oh, he might be in this sleep. Because I know he was laying down. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Hold on. I'm going to put some on. Oh. Okay, don't get ignorant. He is asleep. What 2 pedal valve band? I'm gonna stay right here on the phone. You so silly. Yeah, next I think they are called keloids. She would have had a slight keloid on the side of her face. But it's just funny that none of that was produced. None of that was shown. And they still sticking to that. We all know the date was on the 6th, not the 9th. We also know the day that they found her was not the day that they found her. It was the day before. Have you parked yet? Hello? I said, have you parked yet? Hold on. I'm finna come down. You hear me? They left already. Hey, Constance. They left already? Or no? Huh? The little red car. Yeah, Taya, you can get keloids from piercings. That's what those things be on people's ears. Keloids, like you ever seen those big old knot things? They be on the back of people's ears, like they keep on their earlobes. Those are what you call keloids. It depends on the person's skin, though. It definitely depends on the skin. Yeah, you could definitely get them. It depends on the person's skin. Who? No. They could be tiny or they could be huge. So the fact that that wasn't even determined, you know, that makes it a lot harder. What you say, Taya? Teach you something, huh? Oh no, they don't know. You don't be born with them. Yeah, Nix. I've seen a couple of people. Yeah, my kid's dad, he got one. He had one on the back of his neck. It could come from old wounds. It just depends. You in the building? I don't know why she ain't nobody woke behind car. No, she in her bed. And Kari's in her bed and Zola's in the bed too. Mm-hmm. I think he was just waiting for you to get in here. Taya, you is silly. I don't think you won't suck on that. That's nasty. They look nasty. But yeah, y'all. Again, where would that little nug be? That should be on the side of her face from right there where that piercing was. You'll definitely see it when she deceased. You know, they get darker. Bruises get dark. That would have been the first thing you would have spotted. But y'all notice y'all don't see that. And why we making it look like I know, right? It's the can you suck on them for me. She is silly. But again, at the end of the day, this is how the cookie crumble. This is the lies that they put in front of us. It's just up to us. It's like a puzzle. And I've been saying this for a long time now. You got to put the puzzle in sequence order. It's all about putting the right pieces in the right places. And for the next couple of days, I'm going to put the right pieces in the right places. I got to get some more storage for my phone. I want to get some videos up of my own. But I'm out of storage space on my phone right now, and I got to find $15 so I can get me some storage space. Oh. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me get this tooth medicine for my grandbaby. Calm down.
No. Don't get up there. Don't get up there.
Calm down.
Here.
Calm down. Zola.
Come here, Amazon.
Yeah, she just gonna put something on your teeth so it stop hurting, okay? She's my poor baby.
Say ah.
And it's a very short maze, Shannon. That's the killing part.
The one in the back?
Yes.
Okay. Open that.
Taya, your ass is silly. Tell us about I'll take 2 kilos for 100, please.
You feel it?
It's probably burning a little bit. Her mouth felt a bit numb. She said, "Can I go in
A
the
little
room?"
more.
She don't need that much because it's 20% benzocaine. She don't need that much.
I'm just putting it on the tooth now.
She is over here having a fit.
You heard me?
She got a slight toothache, but she is not having it. She said, "Can I go back in my
What's
room?"
that?
She said, "I want to go lay down now." And the other time, we got to beg her to lay down. Today, she said, "I'm going to go lay down now in my room."
Kiss.
Can Gigi have a kiss? Gigi can't have a kiss?
She don't even give me one.
She said she ain't fucking with none of us tonight.
She had a cavity. That's why. 2 of them. My on each side.
Oh.
So I'm going to make her a dentist appointment.
I'll leave it out just in case she needs it again.
You might as well leave it in my room.
She'll go baby find it because little sticky fingers here. You know, he always touching stuff.
Stop coming to my son.
You can take your son with you.
You need to be this little cat.
Leave my cat alone. I got a big overgrown child y'all can have. Y'all want him. But anyway, y'all, that's just how the cookie crumbles when it comes to this case. Again, you gotta have an open mind when it comes to this case. You really do. You know, I'm not gonna keep everybody too long tonight. You know, I wanted to get my point across. You know, and I'm definitely coming back with a part 2. I'm gonna sit up here tonight and do some research and probably get a couple of videos up so you guys have something to look at tonight. To be prepared for. I'm definitely, I promise, I will be going live tomorrow. I just haven't been feeling good, and I'm still really not feeling good. I had to wait till after the live to take the NyQuil because if I would have took it before the live, yeah, I'd have been asleep 10 minutes after. This my side, a sinus cold, a head cold on top of a chest cold. Yeah, I'm just catching it over here. And then it's a virus going around. So yeah, I've been down for the count. On top of an abscess Yeah, I just been down for the count. It's beating me, y'all. It's beating me. But yeah, again, you know, I'm still trying to figure out how did the alleged beverage manager know to go to that freezer. I mean, we all know. Man, I was feeling like shit. And that's basically what you say, Nick. Say, I just wanted to get my point across. Again, these are just questions that I had. When allegedly locating her in this freezer, why didn't the freezer look operatable? I know that's probably not a word, but it's my word.
Hey, Mom,
Huh?
I ain't know something.
What?
Look at this.
Inside out? What? What the hell is that?
What is?
Bring him to. They glow in the dark. Oh, okay. I do see it now. Neon. Oh, happy. Nappy head there. But anyway, why didn't this freezer look like it was working? Like it had been off and dismantled for a minute. The little chunks of dry ice didn't cut it for me. Nowhere near did she look even close to having hypothermia. She nowhere near looked frozen. The freezer looked like it hadn't been running for months. The floors were all filthy, dusty, and nasty. And if allegedly she had hypothermia and was allegedly frozen solid, and according to RPD, I mean frozen completely solid, this was his words. If that's the case, just how did they put her on that stretcher? They flattened her legs, they stretched her out, she frozen solid. The alleged Kenneka is supposed to be, it takes days. Literally takes days. And I'm going to put that in my next video. My next live we do. We're going to really get into that. I'm going to break down hypothermia. I'm going to break down what hypothermia is and what causes hypothermia and how long it takes a body to, let me write this down because I'll be forget when I get off this thing on computer. We're going to talk about hypothermia. How long it takes for a body to unthaw. Because now we got to remind you what she was missing for 24 hours. And then I'm also going to go over the drug that she allegedly was drugged with called Topamax. I'm finna break this. That since everybody wanted me to go back over it and break it down, I'm gonna go over it and break it back down again. No, it wouldn't have passed no health inspection. Hell, that way you couldn't nobody even breathe in there. You want to be truthful. If you really wanted to be truthful. Taya, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna need to ask you about this photo. But again, we're gonna talk about hypothermia. How long does it take for a body to unthaw? Because see, what people not understanding at the end of the day is they want us to believe that these are the actions for hypothermia, or that these are the steps to hypothermia. But This freezer looked like it didn't work for years. The kitchen looked abandoned. Now, what did the alleged coroner go back into the freezer for? What was he grabbing? What was in that plastic bag that he stuffed in the body bag? And as the alleged coroner zipped up the bag in the original footage, either it glitched or the alleged Kenneka moved on that gurney. Every time they took something out off the gurney, it glitched, like it skipped. When they so-called found the alleged Kenneka, the time skipped. Why is everything jumping? What we jumping for? This ain't the jumping. We ain't doing the jump around. We dang sure ain't doing the jump around. Oh wow. Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely look into that, Taya. I'm gonna definitely look into that. Because again, it's a lot of suspicious things in these videos that we're not paying attention to. People wearing masks or faces being blotted out. We can't, we take these photos and turn them upside down. Turn them to the left, turn them to the right. You'd be surprised what you see. Tonight, I'm finna do some footage where I'm finna get some audio and I'm finna get some video footage and I'm gonna play them in reverse. I know I've been saying it for a minute, I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna actually sit up and work on some tonight. And I'm gonna put them up. And I want y'all to tell me what y'all think. Because you'd be surprised what you see and what you hear backwards. Exactly, Ty. Well, allegedly from when they first brought her into the parking lot, they threw her in a ditch. That's where the dirt, the mud and stuff comes from. They drug her through a ditch. Keep out of sight, people was coming. Can't let the guests of these hotels see them coming back and forth with a body. So I'm going to assume when they first got there, they didn't take her straight upstairs to the Crown Plaza. They took her to the DoubleTree first. Because there's photos of an alleged Kenneka over there as well. So when they got her here to the Crown Plaza, we throw her in the ditch, which is the DoubleTree's ditch, until we go get the bin. We get the bin, we put her in it, and we hide in the hallway for a minute. Everybody got to have somebody coming. We get on past there, we get on the elevator. But what elevator are we taking? Because we can't take her on the normal elevator. We got to take her on the service elevator. I believe you, Taya. I definitely believe you. Because there's video footage of somebody with a plastic bag over somebody's head. We're going to break down a lot of things. I'm going to break down what I can find. Because a lot of the images, a lot of the footage, a lot of the videos has disappeared. Good thing I got a good recollective memory, right? So, yeah. Now, these is just my opinions. Is it just me? Again, or do all three of these lookalikes allegedly made to look like they walking into a freezer in some point of the hotel, or is it just me? I mean, I could be tripping, but 3 different people played her. We know that literally. At 1:24 a.m., they walk in these halls. All these people had one thing in common, and that was being led to the freezer. Which means it was intentionally meant for them to lead these girls to these freezers. That is the main goal in common. So we can't make it seem like nobody killed them, even though we know they killed them. But the common goal, and I've noticed nobody has paid attention, and it took me a minute to figure it out. But the fact that these three different girls is walking in the hallway at the same exact time, leading to the same exact place, no matter where the freezer is. Upper level, main level, lower level, they all was made to walk into that one kitchen. So that means there's more than one way. More than one way of getting into that kitchen besides that double wooden door. But we have to remember, these are two different kitchens. 6, Taya. 7 altogether with Kenneka. 6 people died that night. We know 3 of them were young girls. 1 of them was an older person. 2 were guys. And 1 little girl. I know my eyes don't deceive me. I know what my spirits put before me. So the police was in the alleged kitchen area, right? Now we know this is not the original kitchen. We know this because let's remember the portion of the kitchen where Selena Gomez's stepdad walked Teresa and Lenore right into the kitchen. Is that the same kitchen she walked through? No, that's one of the kitchens one of them walked through. So you gonna tell me again, she walked into the lower level kitchen on the main floor, walked out the main floor, and went up some stairs to go to the upper level kitchen. What floor was that on? That couldn't have been no more than what, 2nd, 3rd floor? Because you was able to take an escalator from the back part of the hallway. I mean, come on, let's just be real adamant here. My thing is this. We know this is not the original kitchen, but we gonna run with their narrative. Where is the crime scene investigators at? Where is the forensics? There's no fingerprint analysis. The police officer's job, correct me if I'm wrong, is to protect the crime scene, right? They're not supposed to touch or tamper with the crime scene. But wait, we got to remember, they didn't even label it as a crime scene. We didn't get no caution tape. We didn't get no dust in the fingerprints. We got a couple of photos taken. But how many photos did they flash inside that freezer? They made sure they got them photos. Why? Because now the job is done. Everybody that was set out to be killed that night was killed that night. The glitches in the video skips purposely every time something was being taken or when something was being stored or stashed in that body bag. And it continues to skip. I mean, come on. What more can we say behind that? And I'm not even nowhere near done because they're still, even after they take the body out, we ain't even got to the point where Teresa and them has come in to see the body yet. So we're not done. I still got that portion to play. That's going to be part 2 tomorrow night. Only difference is I'm going to go live a little earlier. See, this live was supposed to have been last night, but I was a little under the weather and I didn't even hardly have a voice. Then the Wi-Fi was tripping. It was raining like hell. But tomorrow night, I'll definitely be back. I might go live twice tomorrow. Who knows? I might go live twice. I don't know. Oh wow. Hey, it is what it is. It don't bother me none. It really don't. Exactly. Welcome to death row, bitch. That's how I look at it. I'm breakable, but I ain't breaking today. And any other day for that matter. I'm back, and I'm 10 times better. The mental is A-okay. I know, right, Ty? I mean, y'all could have thrown me up, thrown me down, around. I mean, hey, we take it all. Because, boy, I think they like me. But, hey, it is what it is, right? I mean, when you look at the video I put up, and that's all they is, Shannon. Now, see, that's another thing, Tony. The laundry room is really on the opposite side of the kitchen. See, there was so many different entryways. You know what? I'm gonna look that part up. I'm gonna find out on the map. I'm gonna go look up, see if I can find the actual picture of the map to find out exactly where the laundry room is. I'll figure it out. I'll be able to show you. But if I'm not mistaken, the laundry room is right on the opposite side of the main level kitchen. You say is it the back? I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the back. If I'm not mistaken, because you notice when they show the hotel footage, y'all notice they don't show nowhere. They don't even show the laundry room area. Yeah, I would say that too, Shannon, near the loading dock area. Right, Tony. It should cut into the kitchen because remember they kept saying they was able to take shortcuts. So they was going from the laundry room straight over to the kitchen. But we just got to figure out what door and exactly where they were and what hallway that is. Because they showed, that's the only time they showed the laundry room area is when they show that plastic bag out there. Exactly, Tony. Good, that you is dead on the money with that. Because see, I've been thinking that same thing. That would definitely be the kitchen, which means that is the main level kitchen. That's not the upper level kitchen. Because the person that they dragging in the back, that's on the cart, that's Kenneka. Now the other bodies, you can see them dragging the bodies through the hallway into that kitchen area, Tony. So you are definitely on the money. You definitely on the something. You know what? Let me write that down because we could definitely focus on that tomorrow too. Because, see, y'all give me good points to speak on. And then they make this hallway look so long, and the hallway is not even really that long. And none of them, the hallways are that long. And I'm going to prove another point about the hallway, the conference hallway, when the alleged Kenneka was walking down the hallway. Remember that? And y'all asked who was that standing at the end of the hallway? I can tell y'all who that is standing at the end of the hallway now. I'm just writing these questions down real quick because these are some good questions. And we can ask our viewers next time these same questions. Lord, I'm about to lose my phone. The whole house asleep. I am the only one awake, and it's early. Y'all know my grandkids don't be up getting on my nerves. I'm just writing down these questions real quick before the screen disappears. And man, now that you say this, Tony, it does make sense. It definitely. It definitely makes sense. Now I just got to find the footage to prove that part. Yeah, I think you know what? I think I know. Well, I think I know exactly which kitchen you're talking about. I just got to find the footage. I'm just writing down your questions so I won't forget. Because I like to answer everybody adamantly. Now, that kitchen would be, honestly, you know what? I just thought about something. Okay, that's the kitchen with the wooden door. If I'm not, no. Actually, no, that wouldn't be the kitchen with the wooden door. Or would it? No, that would be the kitchen on the main level. That's the one where Tony, he comes in with her on the cart, right? Because that would be the kitchen that they walked Teresa and Lenore. That kitchen? Is that the kitchen we talking about, Tony? Because, see, it's so many different ways. Even from the loading dock area. I'm going to have to get the map and pinpoint. Because if y'all notice, they never really talk. They always show you the hallways and this, and that. Because the video that I showed tonight, those two entryways, one of the entryways is the stairwell. We just need to figure out what that other entryway is and where does it lead to. Does that I think that's the Tony, that might be the entryway that you're talking about. That entryway may lead into the kitchen. It's like really crazy though. But I'm gonna find that footage because that would be out in the hallway where they had the plastic bag laying on the floor, which was I at that time was Kenneka's body in the bag. I'm just writing down his questions, y'all. And anybody else that has questions. Right, you right, Tony. Shannon, that could be another way. I mean, everything was right there in a circle. And it's just a lot to think about. And see, this just make me just go back and, dig further, dig deeper, because you never know what you're going to find. And I always find something. Because I know one of the elevators. And then something else, pay attention to the floors. That's something else we have to pay attention to, the floors. In each kitchen, are the floors the same? Because if I'm not mistaken, the ice chest, where dude is putting the ice, allegedly in the bin. It's just gonna make me dig further. I don't have them. I don't have any in here. It definitely looked abandoned. Hey, right, Tony, we could, huh? I don't have any in here. I used the last ones that I had in here earlier. It should be a whole nother pack in your room. Hold on, here I come. Right, Tony. I thought we gonna figure it out. Hold on, Jasmine. Here I come. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Cause this child about to get on my dang nerve. All right, y'all, I'm back. But yeah, yeah, that's the kitchen I believe that we talking about, because I don't see them. I can't see them on the upper level. You know what, Shannon? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised, because they made everything look tricky. I'm forever writing something down, y'all. I mean, it's just crazy on how they thought some of us was just, you know, blind, or we just wasn't gonna see it or pay attention to it. See, they thought we was just gonna go with the flow. We was gonna go with what we thought we saw, or we wasn't supposed to see everything else that came behind it. We wasn't supposed to know none of this. Actually, this wasn't supposed to get out to begin with. It really wasn't. We wasn't supposed to know about this. This was supposed to be another cold case file. This was supposed to be another one for the books. This was going to be a case that was never supposed to get solved. But the community gave a damn. We know it didn't sound right. It didn't look right. And then once the videos really came out, that just made it even worse. So we here now. This where we at. And I'm going to actually do a what's the name video. I'm going to do a voiceover. But I'm going to do a little explaining in the video. This voiceover going to be a little different. And it's a little video of my own I'm putting together. With photos. And then I'm going to put it all together. It's like I'm going to make each video, each picture speak for itself. And it's like totally right on the opposite side is the laundry room. Because the loading dock is not far. It's not as far as people think it is. They make this hotel look like it's all big, huge, and extravagant, but it's really not. It's really not. And they got mad because we proved that. But hey, it is what it is, right? We were supposed to remain dumb. But we're not. I mean, because come on, let's make it make sense. Tony, she walking through that kitchen, but end up on the upper level. That don't make sense. Y'all notice they never showed her walking back out that kitchen because this is supposed to be the alleged kitchen now. Let's just really make it make sense. She on the main floor. That's that hallway where she bumped into the stairwell. Fixed the bra and walked back down that hallway. Back, you notice they show her going back into the kitchen, but they never showed her in the kitchen the very first time when she walked out and ended up back in that hallway to end up going right back in the same kitchen. So now we're going to switch the footage up a little bit. We're going to, since we know she can't really wander around, but we're going to make it's freezers in that kitchen too. So my thing is, if she didn't wander into this kitchen, we know that's one of the alleged Kennekas. Again, like I said, was it made to look like three different people walking in three different places at the same time to end up in one place on different levels? They placed the one up there, but the other two was found on the main floor. Tell me what y'all think. Leave me a comment or two. Let me know how y'all feel. I'm open to all suggestions. Child, I'm about to watch my last of the last of my damn nerve. I don't even know where the damn dry towel is. I'm not really looking for it. Jazzy, you got the dry towel. Where's that coconut? We got one fighting to go to bed. Somebody don't want to go to bed. I am so hey, D'Angel. How you been, honey? Hope you're doing good. But yeah, y'all, you know, it's a lot of twists and turns to this case. And I'm going to try to uncover every possible angle that I possibly can when it comes to this case. Because, again, it's a lot that don't make sense. Oh, no problem, honey. Exactly, Taya. Ain't nobody got time for all that. And we see through all that. That's the part they not getting. We're not as dumb as we look. So I'm going to just say this here real quick. You know, people always got the nerve to sit up and try to talk about people. Find something new to talk about. You ain't got nothing else better to talk about now, so you keep picking with the same people. So since Edward ain't listening to you and Leave No Witness ain't falling for your bull crap and I'm not falling for your bull crap, so now you back on Rachel and Crystal. We on that again? Are you really that bored with life? That really just goes to show you how miserable people are, y'all. Miserable people do miserable things. Hurt people hurt people. Motherfuckers over there hurting because they only got 7 toes and shit. So you gonna bring this back up into the air. You gonna throw bullshit out into the atmosphere. Ain't nobody paying you no attention. Probably not, D'Angel. Like this just people just showing you how miserable they really are. They have no content. They have nothing to talk about. They have nothing they can really rebuttal. So a person like that, you basically leave them doing what they doing exactly now, talking to themselves. But see, I'm going to show you how stupid people are. I'm going to just prove a point. I'm going to prove a point real quick. Like, seriously. I'm going to prove a point. You over there talking about people, but your topic is answering questions about the real party. How would you know about the real party? These are things I be talking about, y'all. People always want to rebuttal on what you speaking on your opinion and what you see Just because you don't see what this person see. But my question is, how do you know about the real party? You're not J for K, remember? But you gonna tell about the real party because you can tell about that real party. Tell the people why you can really tell about the real party. Go on tell the people, besides the Wilson brothers being there. Go on tell the people how you know about the real party. How you knew it was a reenactment. But you keep lying to these people. Don't worry about it. I'm going to put that up too. It's time to bust some bubbles again, I see. But don't worry about it. We're going to say that that's another topic for another day too. Don't worry about it. Just know I got you. Exactly, Nix. It's it's getting dry and drier by the day. Exactly, the angel. So for the fact that she just sat up here and created a title talking about Kenneka Jenkins answering questions about the real party. How would you know about the real party if you wasn't there at the real party? See, I sit back and let dummies talk. Because why? Dumb people talk. And what do? They tell on themselves. But that's a problem I'm not gonna worry about. You know what I'm saying? Because that's her problem. VH1. I did my research on that. Mr. Stoner was hooked up on a lot of things. That MTV interview, all that was set up. Y'all don't see how fake Bree was? I'm going to go find that interview too. And I'm going to put it back up. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play it in reverse. Matter of fact, y'all just gave me a bright idea. Man, Ty, order me one too. We're going to have some midget porn babies. Fuck it. Everybody else out here doing dumb shit, right? Because, baby, this shit here is ridiculous. And it's like, the more I go back, and I had promised myself I wasn't going to even touch this case no more. Because, there's just too much bullshit behind it. But at the end of the day, ain't one monkey don't stop no show. And ain't nothing going to stop me this time. I'm finna put it all out there. And I'm going to put the truth out there point blank. To the point where a motherfucker going to beg me to write my own documentary. Because like I said, exactly. I tell you, I need the red wig. I'm going solo holo tonight. That's on phone now. I don't even want to look on a video because I don't even want to get a bitch view. Anyway. What's your new slogan, D-Angel? I'm packing them up and packing them out. I ain't got no space in my head no more for the bull. I ain't got, I'm evicting niggas. I know, right, Taya? I mean, the shit is getting fucking ridiculous, bro. It's just beyond blow your brains out crazy. But the way I feel and how I feel about this situation, let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Exactly. Say it again, D'Angel. I might have to steal your slogan. I mean, shit is just crazy. Man, Nick, say it again. Hey, tell her again, Taya. Exactly. D'Angel, say that shit loud again. What do you want? These people are retarded. Exactly. Big red, big red, big red. They want to be more than heard, D'Angel. I don't think too many people ever heard that saying. It's good to be seen and not heard. But in this case, it's neither. You don't need to be seen or heard. Like, the shit is getting annoying. The shit is getting old. Like, come on, cut that shit off. Exactly, D'Angel. Motherfucker gonna take it how I serve it. Real talk. But I ain't gonna keep y'all on here too much longer. We ain't gonna play around with the fuck around. We ain't got time for that. We bigger and better people over here. And we gonna prove that. We gonna leave the peasants where the peasants belong. Just know your turn coming up. Your ticket will be punched. You wanna put everybody on the line? We gonna put your ass on the line too. Man, say it again, Taya. Good night, D'Angel. Oh, I got y'all, Knicks. I ain't. I'm finna move in my own accord, and I'm gonna move how I wanna move. I'm gonna make sure I serve this one up nice, Waffle House style. You feel me? I'm gonna make sure motherfucker get it loud and clear this time. I'm gonna put it on a bullhorn. I'm gonna make sure the world hear it. I'm gonna make that shit go viral, and then I'm gonna show you how to do it casually. Your goofy ass. You a stupid bitch. Good night, Nix. Good night, D'Angel. Good night, Brand. Good night, Mary. Good night, Fred. Good night, Tony. Good night, Taya. Good night, Gabrielle Young. Good night, Linda. And everybody else that was here, I'm sorry if I forgot y'all names. Again, I appreciate the love and the support that you guys give me each and every time you all embrace me with your presence. Thank you for the loyalty. May you all be happy. May you all be well. May you all be safe. And may you all be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be safe. And may I be peaceful and at ease. Good night, family. And to the lurkers in the bushes.